What's good, everybody? It's your boy Ronald, aka the Boy Game Bruh, and today I have another review for you guys. Big shout out to the people at All Play Games. I got to demo this game at Gen Con. I immediately went and picked it up because I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the group of guys that I played with. And today I'm talking about the game Torchlit. Okay, so now I have everything set up for a 3-player game of Torchlit. In a 3-player game, there are different setup rules, so you have to consult with the rule book. But in this particular example, we have to get rid of the 7 slot and then the 7s from the deck because it's not going to be any 7s. So, but this is everything set up. I advanced it just a little bit, but basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be lighting torches. Each round, you're going to play your tricks, and then you're going to be entering the dungeon. When you light a torch, this is going to be your blind bid. So I'm going to turn this face up on the barbarian, cleric, and the ranger so you guys can see what's going on. So in the cleric's case, they want to make sure they win exactly 3 tricks to get the bonus. The barbarian only wants to win 1 trick to get the bonus, and then the ranger wants to do 4. Of course, this is going to be face down. Nobody's going to see what that is going to be, but you're going to play the game as normal with the tricks. So let's flip this face up. So this is random, guys, so don't cuss me out. So I just dealt them out, so I don't know what I'm going to be saying on these ends, so don't fuss at me. But this is the hand. So how the game works is you're going to be playing the trick taking game. You guys know what that is. You have to follow suit with whatever card that is going to be played first. So in this example, let's say if I'm going to be starting off with the cleric, I'm going to play a 1. The trump suit in this game is the red cards. They're really shiny and hollow foil, and I think that's really cool. This barbarian does not have any yellow cards, so let's say if they go off suit and they're going to play a 4, then this player ranger is going to have to play a yellow card because I do have the yellow cards, and you're going to play a 4. In this situation, the 4 is going to win the trick, so the 4 is going to move up, which is the ranger piece is going to move up. But the fun thing about this game is the winner of the trick gets a point, but whoever also played the same numerical value gets drugged for it as well. So seeing that the barbarian played a 4, this was the winning trick. Guess what? The barbarian is going to move up 1 because they didn't follow suit, but they played the same number as the highest winning trick. Cool, right? I really thought that was a really dope feature that they have, and you got to kind of mitigate and play your cards right. Next part of the turn is you're going to have to issue out the treasures in each one of the rooms. Seeing that this person played the lowest numerical value of the whole trick, they get to distribute the treasure. So they would take each of the colors and they would put them together and figure out where they want to put the card. So let's say this 4 is the only 4 of the blue cards, so they go right there. Now I have a choice, so I can add more treasure to this 4, or I can leave the 1 over here. So I'm just gonna put the 4 in this situation here. This card gets discarded. Seeing that the torchbearer was the lowest one, which is the cleric, they are going to be the one to lead the trick. So let's say if they're going high money this time, let's say if they are going to be leading with the trump card. Whenever you play the trump card, you do not have to play your red dragons at all. So you can say, oh, I think I might want to get drugged, so I'm going to play this 5. Then this guy says, you know what, I don't want to deal with that. I'm going to just get rid of one of my 6s. So in this situation, again, the cleric trumps out everything, wins the trick. So the cleric is going to go up 1, drags the barbarian because they played a 5, so they go up 1, and then this one, nothing happens with that. So you have to allocate the treasures together just like this. Then you have to put the 5 because it's the only red card in the 5. This goes here. Then you have to make a choice between the 5 and 6. Let's put this 5 right there. And the rounds are going to go on and on until they reach the final bid. So let's discard some cards and pretend that we are advanced and we have our final trick situation here. So let's say if we have these cards right here, and then we have this blind bid that we have. So in the last trick, you can either play this bid or you can play the card in your hand, which leads to some tense situations because you might just need to push yourself forward to win your bid. So let's say, for an example, this player says, you know what, I'm gonna just do this situation right here. and I'm just going to say I'm going to be on 3 instead of playing this card here. This person switches out as well. They say, oh, I'm going to stay to 3. And then this person right here says, you know, I'm about to switch out and I'm just going to win the bid. So what happens is final trick is resolved. This person, of course, wins. So the ranger will move up 1. Then the barbarian, they don't get to move anything because they didn't win any tricks. The person that played the lowest number last would be the one to decide where the treasure goes. So in this case, it would have been the barbarian. So the barbarian would put the 3 where the 3 goes, and then this goes here, and then the ranger would move up 1 because they won a said trick. Now you get to the scoring portion of everything. So what would happen is you will take your torch that you lit, and then if you made your bid, you get a bonus 3 points whenever you go to the scoring. So in this case, the barbarian said they were going to win 1. They didn't win their treasure, so they're going to put their stuff right here. The cleric said they were going to win 0. They don't get anything. They put their torch here. And the ranger said they were going to win 4. They didn't do that, so they're going to put this here. So let's pretend the ranger would have won the 4 tricks. In that situation, they would have lit their torch. They get a bonus they get 3 points for winning the treasure right there. So they get 3, and then they get 1 point for each treasure. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They would get 7 points for round 1. The barbarian is in a room, unfortunately, with nothing, and they didn't make their bid, so they would get 0. This player got lucky because they are stuck in a 1. They didn't make their bid because they said they were going to. Oh wait, no, that's not their bid. Well, I don't remember, but had they played the 1, they would have got a bonus of 3 points. This particular treasure is worth 2 points, so this is 5, 6, 7 points. They would have got 7 points for being in that area, and then you go over the course of 3 different rounds, 2 more rounds, and you tally up the points, and whoever has the most points wins the game, and that's how you play Torchlit. So what do I rate Torchlit? I'm gonna give Torchlit a 8.5 out of 10. I really, really enjoyed this game a lot. I just like how you can lose, but also almost win if you're playing your cards right, which is really, really dope. We love a swing element in a trick-taking game. Very fun theme. I liked it. I really, really liked it a lot, and this is probably going to be up there with one of all my favorite trick takers. But overall, amazing game. Well done, All Play. And that wraps up another review. Again, big shout out to the people at All Play Games. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, put them in the comments below. And it's your boy Ronald, and I'm out of here, cousins. Peace.